Quickly do it. So give me answers quickly. We'll soon finish the 2016 one. Okay, this one, guys, I don't have to explain. The 4 categories of economic resources: land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. You can give an example. Okay. So for labor, you can give something like a teacher. For, let's say, entrepreneur, you can say like a business owner. Capital and land, you all know examples, no? So we can do that. Then the next one: in what ways does a free market economy differ from a central plan economy? So again, you can write the differences: price mechanism, plan mechanism, private ownership, public ownership. Yeah, all of that we again can handle. Then this one: why is money not considered capital in economics? So what is capital in economics? In economics, we say capital is all the man-made resources that is aiding or that is used in the production process that will help convert inputs into outputs. But if you take money, money is not a productive resource. No. Money can't convert inputs into outputs. Money is what? So therefore, money is not capital. Money can't convert input into output. Money is merely what? A medium of exchange. Money is medius. You can say monetary asset. Money is merely a medium of exchange that facilitates trade. Money does not convert inputs into outputs. So it's not a productive resource. Money will simply help you to acquire capital. With money, you can buy a capital machine. With money, you can buy a capital, let's say a motor vehicle. Yeah, that is why we say money is not capital in economics. So I just put an answer over here. Is that okay, guys? Manageable? Fine. Why is money not capital? Can do. Okay. Then the next one: what is an entrepreneur? So you all know who is an entrepreneur. You can say entrepreneur is the person who combines and that. Why is their role essential in a market economy? You can write their functions. So entrepreneur is the one who coordinates everything, right? He is the one who, handles everything. He bears risk. And you can also say in a market economy that has consumer sovereignty, entrepreneur is the one who will mainly answer the what to produce question. So in a market economy, what to produce? They produce the most profitable goods and services. So it will be an entrepreneur who leads a business organization and answer this question. So entrepreneur will be the one. That's why he is important in a market economy. And then you can also say he introduces innovation. He comes up with new things. That's another reason he's important, right? An entrepreneur will help to utilize the resources in the economy. The land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur is the one who combines all. So it will help in full employment, right? It will reduce, an entrepreneur will reduce the unemployment in the economy. Yes, you can talk about him taking risks. Is all of that okay? Can you all write what an entrepreneur is and the role that he plays can handle? Yeah, so you all have to write, okay? I'll just explain. Next one. Why is private property protection, right? Why is private property and protection of property rights critical to the success of a market economy? So this will take around 2-3 minutes, okay? So what is property rights? Property rights is the right that you have to use, to modify, to sell whatever property that you own. Now, for example, I will say the house deed. Now, if you are living in your own house, you have something called your house deed. In Sinhala, we call the oppuwa. So what is that house deed giving us? The house deed is giving us the property right. That is telling, okay, this house belongs to this person. So that means I can do whatever I want. If I want to build a room in my house, I can do. If I want to live in my house, I can do. If I want to sell my house, I can do. So that is what you call property rights. So property right is what? The right one person has to use, so do whatever he wants with his property. Now, the question comes, who awards these property rights? If you take a country like Sri Lanka, who gives you the house deed? It's the government. No? Some government authority is the person who gives you that house deed. Government has given you a piece of paper saying, look here, this house is yours. So now, if you take a market economy, there is no government. So if you take a market economy, there is no government. So now we have a problem. What is the problem? In this market economy, who is going to award property rights? Now, The problem comes if there is no property rights, a market economy will not function. Why? Now, for example, let's say I start a farm. I grow some nice crops. I have some chicken. I get eggs. I do all of that. But I don't have any property right. I don't have any document to prove that this farm is mine. Tomorrow, one of y'all will come and say, look here, sir, this is my farm, right? You take all the eggs and you pluck all the vegetables from my crops and you go. So now do I have a way of proving? Do I have a way of proving, no, no, this is my farm. Look here, they have written and given me. There is nothing like that, right? So if there is no property rights, people will not produce. Why? People will not produce because they are scared someone else might steal it from them. Because I will never go and start my own farm if I don't have a legal document saying that this is my farm. Because tomorrow you will come and you will take that goods away from me. Is that clear? If there is no property rights, no one will produce any goods and service. Is that clear? Because they fear that someone else will come and take it. Yeah. If that is the case, if there is no production in the economy, will there be any trade? No trade, no. If no one is producing anything, no property rights, no one is producing anything, then there is no trade in that economy. So the whole economy will collapse, no, guys. Economy is based on, producing goods and services, trading it, exchanging it. That's how economy works. So in this market economy, if there are no property rights, right? If there is no property rights, the whole economy will not function. No one will produce, there will not be trade. Same thing with savings. Now, for example, when you go and put money in the bank, you have like a bank book or something that says, this money is yours, no? You have like a passbook. Passbook will say, account number, this one, this is your name, this is your ID number, this is your money. But let's say there is nothing like that. You go and put money in the bank, tomorrow bank is saying, no, you didn't come, no. This money is my money. What happens? You will not save money also. You won't produce anything if there is no property rights. You won't save money if there is no property rights. Can an economy function like that? It can't. So that is why we say this property right should be there. That is why we say, why is protection of property rights critical to the success? This story you have to write, because if not for this, there will not be savings. If not for property rights, there will not be any production and trade. So all of that I have given in this answer, guys, right? So this paragraph here is from my theory tute, right? You all can get a screenshot if you all don't have my theory tutes. That is what is there. Market economy has a small environment government. Yes, it does have a small environment government, but if you take a pure market economy, there is no government. So is that clear, guys? That property rights has to be there. Otherwise, the market economy will not function. Fine. Check. Okay, right. Let me quickly run through the other questions. So maybe that's the role of the government in a market economy. So government might come and do that for them, or you can even establish private organizations to protect these property rights. Okay, right. This one, what is the production possibility frontier? That you all know, we did this. Assumptions also, we did. Okay, so this question I will happily skip. Why? We did what is a PPC. We talked about the assumptions in a previous question. What causes the PPC to shift outward? Remember, PPC has mainly two determinants. One is the resource endowment. The other one is the resource productivity. So if there is an increase in the resource endowment, let's say increase in land, or let's say increase in labor. For example, people who are working out abroad, they have moved back to Sri Lanka. Let's say increase in capital. Sri Lanka has imported new machines. Okay. So if there is an increase in this, or if there is an increase in the productivity, then what would happen? Your PPC will shift outward. So there is only a 2-mark question. So your answer should be, yes, you can give, if you want, you can give technology separately, or you can put technology inside this itself, and you can give that. Is that okay? Fine. No, full employment, economic growth, no. Full employment is anyway not the answer. Full employment doesn't cause PP shift outward. So your main answer should be based on these cases. One is an increase in the resource endowment. Two is an increase in the factor productivity. In any of that happens, PPC will shift outward. You can't give examples. They are not asking you examples. They are not asking you examples like Sri Lanka importing machines. No, they're asking you for the main reasons. Examples come inside this. So don't give examples for a question like that. Done. The next one. What does increasing opportunity cost mean? We have discussed. That is where when you produce more and more of one good, you have to forego more and more and more. When you increase the production of one good by an equal quantity, the amount of the other good that you have to forego or that you have to sacrifice keeps increasing. So what are the implications of this concept to the shape of the PPC? You will have a concave PPC. So when writing what is increasing opportunity cost, you can write what it is. You can write a little bit about the reasons behind it. And then you can say, when this happens, there will be a concave PPC. And you can draw it a little and show. Okay, done. Then the fourth one, draw a production possibility frontier for a country facing increasing opportunity cost for producing paddy and textile and show how the PPC changes. Okay, can you all quickly give me answers? Okay, there is paddy and textile. Okay, part A. This is paddy, this is textile. A new and better fertilizer is invented. New and better fertilizer is invented, what would happen? The productivity in the paddy industry would improve, no? Paddy, in the paddy industry, the PPC will shift to the right. Now, there is better fertilizer. Then second one, there is a surge in the quantity of labor which can be employed in both sectors. What do you think? So paddy, textile. So surge in the quantity of labor. So maybe, for example, the labor force in the country has increased. Or maybe, let's say, people from abroad have come back to Sri Lanka. So somehow the amount of labor in the country has gone up. That's what they're saying. So as a result, what would happen? PPC will shift right for both the sides. Third one, severe drought results in a 10% decrease in the usable farmland. So now land has gone down. Now this is paddy, this is textile. What would happen, guys? There would be a 10% decrease in the production of paddy. Only paddy will shift inwards. Now, drought won't affect the textile industry. Now, how can you show this 10%? You can show this by a number, guys, right? So you can show earlier paddy was 100. Now paddy you can only produce 90. So there is a 10% fall. If you want, you can put some numbers like that and show. So because of the drought, the land of paddy has fallen by 10%. So paddy production goes down by 10%. Okay. Last one. A new technology is invented in the textile industry to reduce the cost of production. What would happen? Paddy, textile. There has been new technology in the textile industry. What will happen? PPC will shift rightwards only in the textile industry. So for the textile industry, the PPC will shift rightwards because the productivity increases. Done. Then the last question, I don't have to explain. The difference between productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. Same thing asked over and over and over again. So you all can write and explain along with the condition. Right. That is it with 2016.